Peace and love to humanity and the conscious community. It's Sunny Sharma back with another video on July 5th, one day after July 4th, Independence Day. This video will be called Lord Buddha and Tumultuous Nobility. So basically I want to talk about why Lord Buddha really represented nobility to the highest extent of what it means, and why we as starseeds have noble blood. So basically, how can I start off? I want to say that starseeds, we are the inheritors of the kingdom of earth, all the starseeds, and many of the starseeds have nobility in them. They have noble blood. But what does it mean to be noble? And really, what it means to be noble is to have knowledge, is to demonstrate that you have the knowledge and capacity to live in your own capacity as a powerful human being, and to live as the capacity of someone who can not just be a spiritual individualist, but someone who lives for the connected whole, who lives as a spiritual collectivist. And this is what Lord Buddha demonstrated. Lord Buddha, and not only that, but it is to be noble is to live in despotism, but to take certain noble risks in the name of hope and freedom for not only yourself, but for the rest of society. And this is exactly what Lord Buddha demonstrated throughout his life. Not only was he born a Kshatriya, he was born in the nobility class of Hindu society, but he also demonstrated this through his life. I mean, there's no man in probably the history of the earth who took as noble a risk in the name of hope and freedom, and in the name of ending the suffering and conflict and turmoil of humanity than Lord Buddha did. And this is one of the reasons why Lord Buddha was the most qualified person to be the Lord of the world. He is the Lord of the world. And Lord Buddha is really the prototype for enlightenment. He's the prototype for nobility, and what we as starseeds must do ourselves, because unfortunately we're in a war that is going on, and this is a war over our mind, and is a war over for our land. And because we are noble, we have deeds to the land which the corporations are trying to take. I made a previous video on limited progress and we descend from kings, and this was a very controversial video to the powers that be, because they understood that I was talking about two things. One, once we win this war, we can have unlimited progress. And two, the starseeds are the ones who are the inheritors of the kingdom of God. They are the nobles. And because we are the nobles, we are the ones who have the deeds to the land, but we are fighting the corporations for this land. And Lord Buddha understood that it was only through knowledge. Only knowledge can save us. Through his enlightenment, he found the knowledge to learn to piece together the ending of suffering, the complex problem of the end of suffering, and though he did not take the conventional route, of becoming an emperor, as some people said he might become, he became the redeemer of the world. And by becoming the redeemer of the world, he became the prototype for other starseeds to understand that we can only redeem ourselves through knowledge of who we are, of where we come from, and where we are going. Because at the end of the day, the powers that be, I know this is going to be controversial, but they have a view of the future. Some of them can see parts of the future, so they know what we become. So they want to destroy our reality. As Master Ram Hotep has taught us, they cannot destroy our existence, but they can destroy our reality. They can destroy who we become. So we must be vigilant and aware of who we want to become in the future, and we must have the knowledge to understand that we must more or less enlighten ourselves to free ourselves from the chains of existence that bind us. And this is what Lord Buddha represented. So that is all I gotta say. So stay noble and take the risks in the names of nobility. Because tumultuous nobility, what does it mean to have tumultuous nobility? It's similar to what some people like Thomas Jefferson said, to live in the tumultuous sea of nobility rather than the calm despotism. We must take certain risks in our lives in order to demonstrate we are noble, and to live not as spiritual individualists, but as spiritual collectivists. Spiritual collectivists means we don't work out only our own salvation, but we work out the salvation of all of mankind. And that is what Lord Buddha represented. So I thank you for listening, and I'll be back at you with another video. Peace, love, brotherhood, justice, and love. Thank you. Bye.